Okay, starting off these predictions with a flyweight clash, we've got Jordan Molinari versus Matthew Friel. Both of these fighters are making their Cage Warriors debut. They're both experienced and decorated at amateur. In my opinion, Molinari has the edge in terms of his previous competition at amateur. I feel as if he's fought a much higher calibre of opponent. Friel, however, a four-time Irish champion with an age advantage, cannot be overlooked. All that being said, I am going to pick Molinari in this fight, and I reckon he gets it done by decision. Next up, we've got a featherweight bout. Once again, both these fighters are making their Cage Warriors debut. It's Harry Shaw versus Steph Murray. If you take a look at these fighters' records, I believe Murray's path to victory is through submission and Shaw's is through a knockout. Dissecting things a little bit further, I'd say Murray has definitely fought a higher level of competition at amateur and has slightly more experience than Harry. However, Shaw does have age on his side and as well as a big power advantage. For that reason, I'm going to pick Shaw, and I think he gets it done via KO, TKO in the second round. Moving back onto the flyweights, Manchester's own Sheldon takes on Gregory Wamytan. Both these guys have had 5 pro fights and both step into the cage with good grappling skills. However, I believe Ryan has proved that he is the more versatile fighter, winning fights via both KO and submission throughout his amateur and pro career. Taking into consideration that Wamytan has lost his last 2 fights and that Ryan has the home court advantage, I am going to pick Ryan, and I believe he gets it done by submission in the second round. Moving up a weight class to the bantamweights, we've got Nick Beukema versus Cameron Chamberlain. Nick Beukema has been on my radar for a while now. He's a very exciting fighter to watch with an impressive output. Cameron is an extremely experienced bantamweight, taking part in 19 bouts across his amateur and pro career. But despite his edge in experience, I am going to pick Beukema, as I see holes in Cameron's game that I believe Nick can exploit and get the win. That being said, I'm going to pick Nick Beukema by decision. Moving back down to flyweight, we've got Costin Buhna versus Joe Fields. I don't have much to say about this fight other than I think Joe Fields has the advantage pretty much everywhere. If you've been keeping an eye on him recently, you'd see that he's been training in California with the MMA Academy. I think this is great for his development at this stage of his career, and for that reason I'm picking Joe, and I think he gets it done by TKO in the first round. Making the jump up to lightweight, we have an exciting bout between Yousuf, Nazakatov and Daniel Crooks-May. Both fighters are early in their pro careers. Daniel, an amateur champion, has yet to find himself in the win column in his pro career, which may give him the hunger advantage in this fight. However, Yousef has fought on big stages like Bellator before, so I can't see the occasion getting to him. He also trains with Manchester top team, so you'd have to assume he'd have more local fans in the stands. However, despite this fact, I am going to pick London's own Crooks-May, and I think he wins it by decision. Sticking at lightweight, we've got Marc-Filipe Ngatchou versus Shay Ingram. Both these fighters set to make their pro debut, and Ngatchou boasts a very impressive amateur record of 18-4, winning tournaments in both the IMAFs and the Cage MMA, as well as holding multiple amateur titles. Ingram, a 9-0 amateur, also holds titles in Battle Arena, FCC and Golden Ticket. So far, this has been the hardest fight for me to pick. It may be the closest to a 50-50 fight on the whole card. I'm going to pick Ngatchou purely based on him having twice the experience as Ingram. I believe he wins this fight via decision. Moving up to the welterweight division, we've got George McManus versus Dara Ward. I don't have much to say about this fight, but I will highlight at least a couple things. Although McManus has a losing record, he boasts one of the best resumes in the division, taking on the likes of Ian Gary, Oban Elliott and Omar Chaban. That being said, Ward has looked nothing but impressive since he took his first loss in 2021 and is riding a 7-fight win streak. I am picking Dara Ward for this fight, and I believe he wins by TKO in round 2. Moving back down to lightweight, we've got Dean Truman taking on Gavin Hughes. Both these fighters are on losing streaks, desperate to get back into the win column. In this fight in particular, I would say that ring rust for both fighters, but specifically Truman, is going to play a huge factor. For that reason, I am picking Hughes, and I think he gets it done by submission in the first round. Over to bantamweights now, we take a look at Jack Humphries versus Fabian Hughes. I expect to see some rapid grappling exchanges in this fight and can easily see it go the distance. However, both fighters are capable of finishing this fight. Jack Humphries, 10-3 as an amateur with 4 finishes, and Fabian of 6-3 as an amateur with 6 finishes. I'm going to bite the bullet on this one and say Fabian gets it done by submission in round 3, but it could very easily go the other way. Back to lightweight, we've got Ewan Davis versus Amori Jr. There's not much to say about this fight, so I'll keep it short. Davis 5-0 as a pro, all finishes. Amori Jr. 16-11 as a pro with 16 finishes. Do not expect this fight to go the distance. However, I'm picking Ewan Davis by submission in the very first round. Moving up to middleweight, we've got Mitchell Good versus Joan Aristei. Good fought mainly at light heavyweight during his amateur career, picking up a Cage Warriors title and 9 finishes along the way. Aristei has fought at middleweight his entire career and has also competed in grappling. In this fight, I'm going to have to go with Mitchell Good, as I believe he has a much higher caliber of opponent on his resume, as well as having quite the size advantage. Mitchell Good, round 2, KO. Finally, we've reached the main event. Luke Riley versus Alexandre Jr. For those of you that know me will know that this is a fight I will struggle to remain impartial for. However, Luke Riley, 9-0 with 6 finishes, throws some of the most devastating strikes outside of the UFC. He's cool, calm and collected. He's also shown big advancements in his grappling, specifically defensive grappling, since training at Next Generation. Alexandre Jr. is 6-2 as a pro with 4 finishes, and it's going to be exciting to see Luke in a main event. However, I'm not sure Alexandre is going to be able to push him into the 4th and 5th round, and I believe that Luke Riley gets the TKO by the 3rd, specifically a body shot, possibly a knee. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and share this video. Feel free to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. And tune in on Sunday afternoon for my reaction to my picks. See if I got them all wrong or got them all right. God bless.